Peace, peace, peace. What up, man? First and foremost, hopefully, Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall body, and two are naturally alive, man. I want to go into this, man, because we was talking about on the last video about shame and things of that nature. But I was just looking at this, because I was trying to find something in Proverbs 25, because I was reading that earlier, but I found on this because it was about something with it was this, but I was you know the it was this. Proverbs 25. Oh yeah, we're live in the Most High house has body, and we're naturally live too. Yeah, I was thinking about this. Even though it didn't say apple, I don't know why it came to mind. It says a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pictures of silver, and that kind of led me to Genesis. For 3 a little bit, but I was thinking about it, and I was looking up above. I'm like, okay, cool, but this is all pretty much how it came upon this. All glory to Most High House, man. But that's why he really tells you that the volume of the book, man, Yahushua really the gospel and testimony is so important, man. Because the Most High Yahushua, man, they really come in the volume of the book, man. Like that brother Akawar said, man. And here's what I would suggest, man. Always try to because I was talking about this with my dad. And I talk about this with other brothers and sisters too. Even my dad's Jehovah's Witness, but most he had other brothers and sisters as well. Read John 6:63. Man, my words are spirit. Of course the things on natural level, yeah, you try to understand because that's most of the time that's just what it is. I mean, sometimes that's what it is, but you gotta look at this spiritually, like the brother Akawar said. Read it through the Most High House's perspective, man, because yeah, man, because I'm just gonna get into this because last time we was talking about the last video we just did, we talking about being ashamed, things of nature. Now this is a different type of shame, because what the brother Akawara posted the reel yesterday, man, about how pretty much what the sister was saying. She was talking about modern women, especially our women, how we need to bring shaming back, but this in general, man. But this is another type of shame because it's just a different type of shame we're going to talk about, man. But but really, it just goes to show you how the end, how the Most High House tells the end from the beginning, man. So let's get Genesis chapter 2 and verse 25, man. It says, let's go start verse 2 and 24. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. So, yeah, it's talking about this. Actually, it's not talking about natural sense, but this talking about, because listen, is what was this talking about? This can't be talking about, Adam, because Adam just had the Most High was the Most High was his father, man. Most High that was his father, man. But this is talking about Yahushua, man. It says, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh, and that's why we should be try to be one with the Most High Yahushua, try to be one with them. So yeah, he left everything, all stuff in heaven to cleave to his wife. So also too on a natural tip that just happens this on naturally in throughout history too. So but yeah, anyway, it says and they were both naked, and the man and his wife were not ashamed. So yeah, let's look at this too. It says, and they were both naked, and the man and his wife were not ashamed. So yeah, let's go to Mark 8:38, because let's grab this real quick, man, because they were not ashamed. Let's look at this real quick. Mark 8:38. It says, wherefore, whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous, sinful generation, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. Yep, Son of Man, Son of Adam be ashamed. And when he cometh with the glory of his Father and his with his angels. So see, yeah. So the second Adam saying the second Adam's not having shame either, man. They can't be ashamed. Honestly, man. Cause yeah, man, it is what it is. What it is crazy? The Most High House I just brought this back to my remembrance, man. Cause I remember because I was kind of like, I don't even know how to put it, man. I guess I was just going through some things, like, especially entering high school. And, I remember my first back to school night in high school. My mom got real upset with me. I was more like kind of bothered me a little bit because, like, I was like kind of excited. It's like, all right, this is my first, you know, back to school night with her. And, like, and I told y'all I went through the whole middle child syndrome thing. But, even though my people still love me, but, you know, so that was the thing. But my mom gave a speech to me, man. Like, she she was really upset. She said, Omar, before we go in here, do not act like, you're ashamed of us. Because I had this thing, right? Like, I don't know what it was. I just put a lot of pressure on myself. I don't know. Because I used to play soccer, and soccer, that was my first love. But, and my mom, she would come to my games, but I just didn't like, even my family, like, like, it was just something because I guess because soccer was my love and passion for it. Other things I didn't mind them coming to, but it was just that, like, I just couldn't have them watching. Like, she would be, like, behind the trees and stuff like that, or sometimes in the car watching. Like, I just had that. I was like, listen, like, I just didn't like that, It just got to me a little bit. She understands now, but I still, like, try to understand. But now, looking at it spiritually now, but I understand now why she said that too, man. Because don't be ashamed, like, don't be like, why are you ashamed of me? This is like, I'm your mother, man. Like, I'm your father, man. Like, even my dad told me that a couple of times, man. Same thing with spiritually, man. Like, the Most High house, I'm your father. Mother is like, a second Esdras, somewhere in second Esdras goes into how wisdom understanding is your mother, man. Don't be ashamed of that. So why are you ashamed of that? Just to looking good in the eyes of men, just to fit in with the world. So yeah. So that's just crazy. But anyway, it says because the first Adam wasn't ashamed, and second Adam isn't, man. But this all goes into the gospel. It says, whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words in this sinful generation, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh with the glory of his Father with holy angels. So yeah, man. So let's grab a let's grab a what you call them Let's grab Luke real quick. Luke 9:26. Same thing, man. Exactly. Luke chapter 9, verse 26. So for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words, so shall the Son of Man be ashamed of when he shall come in his own glory and his fathers and his fathers and of his and of the holy angels. Exactly. That kind of goes into Proverbs, what, like, what we say it's not good for men to seek their own glory. But see, that's how cold Yahushua is. He said, listen, he coming in his glory because his glory came from the Father. But, even his own glory he got also to the Father and his Father. So that's just kind of crazy, that dichotomy right there. But it says, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. And when he shall come in the glory, his own glory and his Father's and of the holy angels. So yeah, exactly, man. So let's get John chapter 1. Let's go to Isaiah real quick, man, because that's what it says. Israel shall be shaped without Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17. It says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded, or a world without end. So see here, even like, just like Isaiah 6 and 4 and 10, what we're about to get, he tells the end from the beginning, man, because the first Adam wasn't ashamed, so the second Adam is not going to be ashamed, man. Ashamed, but the gospel, saved from the testimony, saved from the faith, new covenant, all that stuff, man. It says the grace and truth, the mercy. It says declaring the end from the beginning in the ancient times, that the things are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand. I'll do all my pleasure. Yeah, and it's pleasure to give you the kingdom, the inward kingdom and physical kingdom. So don't be ashamed of that, man. Like, just to fit in with everybody, man. That's the problem. Like, that's what the thing too with that. Even bring it back full circle with the whole being high school thing. Even it's even heightened now with the either generation can go through the peer pressure when the family. I'm like, man, all that stuff don't even matter, man. Like, I actually had what you call them, a student say, oh man, you need to work on your dress game and your drip game, man. I was looking at my, listen, man, I don't care about that stuff, man. Listen, but I get it though now, because, like, he's He's like, most of them there amongst their like, peers and like, even though that's just people in general, man. Like, listen, don't even worry about that, man. Like, this, listen, like, like how Shah said, man, I find no honor from men. Like, it's a balanced thing too. Like, being self-validated and like, as long as the Most High how shall love you, that's all that matters. But but also too, is there a balance of like, of scriptures like Proverbs and Sirach says having a good name, man, as well. But but then again, like Jacob, man, like let your, like he said, listen, I'm gonna let my righteousness speak for me. So at the end of the day, that's what matters. But it's a balanced thing. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man. But yeah, it says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting shame, and ye shall not be ashamed or confounded, a world without end. It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done. My counsel shall say, and I'll do my pleasure. So see, let's get this, man, because this is all. And Adam was what? A son of the Most High Yahshua, son of God. So that's why Israel will be saved the same way. Like yeah, man. This is what it is. Because he's taking it back to the beginning. That's why it says, like, where's that at? Where did we just read at? Oh yeah, Isaiah 46 and 10. He will give you he said he would do his pleasure, man. So like what is his pleasure? Luke 17 and New Luke 12 and 32. It's his pleasure to give us the kingdom, give you the kingdom, man. That's is what it is right there, man. And the inward kingdom and the physical kingdom, man. And it was going back to like Eden, the Garden of Eden, the place of pleasure, where like where Adam and Eve wasn't ashamed. Just like in the garden again, in his kingdom again. Like Adam and Eve won't be ashamed. Just like just the everlasting salvation, we're not ashamed. So yeah, it all. That's just how the Most High Yahshua is, man. It all is what it is, man. So let's get this John 1, because just being going back to Adam being what son of God, and then the second Adam did the same thing. It says, but as many as received him, to them he gave power to become sons of Yahweh, sons of God, even them that believe on his name. So yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, so let's grab Isaiah. I mean, we got Sirach 42. Yeah, certain things just don't be ashamed of, man. Sirach 42 goes into it, man. Like even though it's talking about the law, that fruit. I mean, that was the law. The whole the tree. That's a whole nother thing too. But just for the sake of this point, we'll look at this. Sirach 42 and yeah, because the tree of knowledge of good and evil, that was like the law, but before that, they was just believing, just the faith. But this is talking about the law, but this in its context. I'm kind of going off the rails with this, but it's all good. But of these things, there's certain things pretty much just don't be ashamed of, man. Don't be ashamed of righteousness, man. Don't be worried about this. Just for the eyes of men or validation of people, man. Because, yeah, man, it is what it is. Let's listen, because what can that do? Like the brother sent me first one, man. What can praise from men and people do? Like, really not. Yeah, I still need to work on that, man. So it's still kind of, but see, for me, that's part of the old man. Like, want that, like, listen, man, I don't care about all that. I care, but like, because even Proverbs, like, what 29 says, it's dangerous to care about what people think about you. Do the Most High Yahshua care, like, do they love you? Do they care? Like Daniel says, like, listen, these were like Samuel, all these men were like, righteous men and women. They were greatly beloved in heaven, man. Like God genealogy on heaven and earth, man. So it is what it is. So that's what matters. But also too, is a balancing about minding your name, having a good name, and representing the Most High Yahshua as well. But that's just is what it is. But it says, of these things be not ashamed, except no person to sin thereby. So yeah, man, sir, of the law of the Most High, and this covenant his covenant. Yeah, well now especially what more the new covenant, and the gospel was a testimony, and of judgment to justify the ungodly. So this is another scripture for another day. This kind of goes into like and this kind of goes into like this kind of goes into actually the name as well, because I'm glad we just mentioned that, man, because listen, no matter what, like what we did, like Israel was doing, what our people was doing, the Most High Yahshua still was like gracious, long suffering, merciful, because that's who he is. Like even the world, he said, listen, like even no matter other nation, man, he's still gonna be who he is, whether you believe it or not. He's still gonna do just judgment or do righteous judgment, whether you believe in him or not, because that's just based off who he is. That's like I mentioned we mentioned the other day. We mentioned, shout out to brother Sammy Firstborn because he mentioned this, or just like we talked about, man, especially like say if you get a woman, right, like especially a certain way how who she is, or who she was trained up to be, man. If she comes over your house, man, like just starts cleaning and cooking for you or stuff like that, starts doing things, and like and even before she married, she's married to you, or so she's with you. That's just who she is. She's gonna do that just in general because that's just off of who she is, man. So that's is what it is too, man. Like she's not gonna do like no any other type of intentions. Because too, if the woman does do that, like the brother sent me first one said, and that's his real game. Pay that woman, man, because a lot of times too, women they'll do stuff like that and then try like when they're wrong about something, they'll try to bring that up, like for some reason, just to get like like accountability card, like I did all this stuff for you when we not talking about that. That's neither here nor there. But but yeah, man, that's the same thing too. They just gonna do that based off of who they are. Like even with certain men, they gonna do it regardless. Like it's like especially men with purpose. It's like they would do that if they had their wife or children or not. Like like Conor McGregor, things in nature. Like his wife was like his wife now was with him before he even got on as a professional fighter, because she probably realized, listen, this man would probably be doing this if I was here or not, man. So that's some people gonna do what they do if you're like if you're there or not. Like this they're because that's who they are, man. So that's what that Cyrac 42 and 2 is kind of going to. But that's neither here nor there. But I kind of wanted to touch on that. But yeah, man, that's just what it's being not ashamed, man. That's just it is what it is too, man. So yeah, man. So hopefully this is edifying, man. And all goes into how the Most High House will tell the end from the end from the beginning, man. So like just like Genesis 2:25. Let's look at it one more time. Like and they were both naked, and the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. So yeah, man, that's it is what it is, man. So that's what it is. So second Adam, like and his wife, man, second Adam and Eve won't be ashamed, man. So yeah, so hopefully this is edifying. So peace.